Tell me when to go.
Go.
This is something I wrote for International Women's Day. It's called We the Women. We the women. We stand on strong shoulders, the ones who came before, who denied being chattel when saddled with 8 children or more, the ones who gave birth and gave birth and gave birth and laid their babies in the earth, that short break from back-breaking labor when farm hands and crops and winter frost killed dreams and schemes to be more than a birthing machine. They were the ones who rallied in damp church basements and dank parlors around kitchen tables rank with labor. They planned and plotted women to be persons, to stand whole and human before the law, to be recognized, canonized, defined, to defy the husbands and brothers and fathers and our fathers who considered them lesser submissives, subservients, mere servants to the needs of men. Our sisters, our grandmothers' grandmothers fought for this personhood, from the heady teens of the second last century for some, and others still beneath the thumb of patriarchy and paternalism and colonialism and all the archies and isms that keep women in their place. Their time came much later, too much later for some. Long was the fight for equal rights and equal pay, the birthright of our bodies to say no, to keep what is sacred to ourselves, the right to choose, to take back our nights and reclaim our safety in the word no, where no means no, and consent can stand straight up and respected in a court of law. Not one sister in our global sorority is safe until all are safe, from honor killings and landfill murders and torture and trafficking and trade. We are a tidal wave, a tirade against anything that smacks of violence, spousal abuse, silence, and shame. We are sexual beings, freedom seekers, knowledge keepers, daughters of mothers who had to wear stockings, allow some sweaty male clerk to grope beneath skirts and cop a feel, pretend the deal was to make straight the lines of nylons, lines that bind, contain, constrain our body's natural goddess glory. We come from a generation that proclaimed no credit card without a husband's name, no property ownership same, no jury duty blame, no office held shame, no adoption rights remained for single spinsters on the shelf, for single gals who love themselves enough to dare to try to fill their empty arms with joy. No pants in school, a rule, up until the season of love when sex and drugs and rock and roll dared to sleep with men's control. Some of our mothers did not remain silent. They raged and rallied and called out for change, donned trousers, smoked cigarettes, reclaimed the horror of words like slut and whore. They wore their feminism proud, a badge of courage on shoulders no longer stooped, but straight and tall, to say to all, these are our rules now, hands off unless I decide. The task of which I speak today is Roe v. Wade. Enough to say enough is enough. We are not vessels for the unborn, without our voices included, our choices extruded, not misconstrued and misaligned by some toxic blowhard from a backwards time and his broligarchy billionaires who had this law repealed in order to reveal that against our will, Big Brother watches still in states and places far too close to home. Today we know rights can be reversed and protective agencies coerced, and what we fought so hard to have can be denied. So we must decide to rise up, my sisters, link arms, don righteous anger, pussy hats of persuasion to march on capitals and Congress, lawmakers and rule breakers, tyrants disguised as traditionalists who want their women in the home, isolated and alone, no solidarity, no strength in numbers, no agency, no autonomy. This is not now nor never. We have come too far to slide back into blind obedience, objects subjected to the critical, withering male gaze. Indeed, we are better together, one voice to heed, one great stampede of energy and fierce and furious power. Our collective hour, our moment to decide our fate, our feminism, our faith in each other will not be dismantled or held hostage outside this true circle of strength. Before us lies equality, diversity, gender fluidity, those women working hard to echo all rights of women and girls, trans and gay, two-spirited, be what may. Parity and possibility are words our daughters now know because we stand on shoulders of all the women who have brought us to this celebration, our night of rights. We will not be silenced by patriarchal raving, the men who want power and control because our bodies and our minds are our own. Let's own our own unique way of being, not hormonal, hysterical, histrionic, confessional, menopausal, but female, fully present to ourselves, these breasts and hips and fat and hair, embrace the cage of bone that has borne us upright for so long. Together, friends of the feminist persuasion, we are better to stand against those who would bring us back as adjuncts, appendages of men. We are more, so much more, in our diversity, our unity, our humanity, our humility. We defend the right to be enough, singularly and collectively complete. Repeat, we will band together and let no one take us down. A sisterhood of shoulders, a surge of energy, a wall of women who have learned from each other and refuse this day and ever after to be bullied into silence. We roar, and we restore, because our nature is to nurture, because building up is better than breaking down in this place, in this town, in our world, all around. Our collective voices count and mount, resound, loud and true, resound until restored. Unstoppable women take heart, take wing. Together we will soar.